What is up, guys? I'm back with another video, and today, a lot to catch up on. If there was ever a phrase to sum up what's in my head right now, it would be careful what you wish for, because I've been saying just time after time, video after video, can't wait for that pullback. Yeah, that was dumb, because now, you know, it's easy to say how you would feel before you get in the situation. Now, I'm in a situation, and we figuring out, we doing what we got to do. So last time I made a video, I was up $574 in profit. Now I am up $905. That would be a 13 something percent return since May 9th, which is a solid return. I'm getting a 905 number, obviously, because you had my profit here and then a profit of another person's money that I trade, but it's all being traded on the same account and stuff. I just, calculate the difference afterwards. So last time I made a video, that would have been somewhere around here. Eli Lilly, or no, Figma would have been the last trade that you've seen. So obviously there have been a lot of trades since then, October 8th. So you have a bunch of $20 profits here, 23, 22. And then eventually, obviously, this is just my portion of the profit, not exactly what I sold for in total, is just how much belonged to me. Then it drops off here recently, where you see some $8, $3, $2, $1, and you ask Caleb, what happened? What is going on? I'm about to tell you. What happened. So, like I've been saying, past recent videos, just wanted to have a chance to test my strategy against a bear market, because I know if the market is going down and my strategy is working, then I know, obviously, as you can see, all these sales here, it'll work when everything is going smooth. And I also said I don't know when the market is going to go down. I don't know when it's coming. It might be today, it might be tomorrow, it might be next week, it might be next month. But the time has arrived, because lately, if you've been watching the markets, then you know that people just are not feeling the market right now. People are pulling their money out. Stocks are going down across the entire market for the most part. So everybody's kind of feeling it right now. And basically what I planned for, what was my thought process and how I was going to handle it was, okay, so eventually, the capital is going to get low. The cash I have sitting on the side is going to get low. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell my best position, and then we're going to use that money to reinvest and to, average down in other positions. So I'm just going to keep doing that until, till everything rebounds. That was the general idea. Now, I knew that it wasn't foolproof. It was just an idea. It's just a thought. What am I going to do when this happens, because I know it's coming? And I said, okay, this is my plan. This is how I think it's going to work out. And so right about, let's see here, Apple, Micron Technology. Let me actually put an in on that. I realized I didn't put an in on that. Okay, so right about here, Apple, Micron Technology is where I started doing that. I got a nice $24 profit off that. Obviously, 20 is just mine, but everything was okay. And I'm like, all right, I'll sell for a little $8 and keep $9. Keep in mind, I'm not. All of my positions are not down, but I'm gonna show y'all what my portfolio looks like right now, because I'm not scared to do that. I showed y'all the good times. I'm gonna show y'all the bad times. It's just how I told y'all how it was gonna be. So, then the profits start to get smaller and smaller, and these are all within this week. So you see a couple 17s, a couple 18s, 19, 20s, quite a few 20s, quite a few 21s, and then today, about a week into this, I realized, what? There's a problem with my logic. There's a problem with my strategy, because the problem is, even after I sell out of a position, if I buy back the position the next day, and I only have $9 invested in it, if that's my best position, I have to sell it, and that just makes no sense because it's a waste. Like, why am I buying a position for nine? Just start getting back into the position just to sell right back out of the position. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So, came up with a way to tweak it. Came up with a way to tweak it so that now, once I sell out of a position, I won't buy that position back until I have a certain amount of cash, that I've built back up. So, um, that is the new way to pivot. And I told you guys, this is how it was gonna have to be. You go into it with a plan, and then if the plan doesn't work out how you think it's gonna work, then you need to make an adjustment. You need to pivot. Now, obviously, I haven't lost any money. All my losses are unrealized losses. The $905 are realized profit. So that is good. Obviously, half of it I reinvest, half of it I pull out just for good, never to go back into the market again. But that regardless, even if I lost the half that's reinvested, it still is profit. It's not just money that I just put into the market. So yeah, let's now get into what my portfolio looks like, because I wanna continue on what I'm saying, but I wanna start to show you guys the position. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so now to get into what my portfolio is looking like right now at this moment in time, I have $6,738 invested. I have about $28 left, and I am down almost $1,100, 16.27%. Obviously, not good. You can see down here, these are all these stocks that I sold out of. You look at my spreadsheet, then all these names will match. Um, and then these are just all the positions that I'm in right now. My worst position being strategy, core weave, circle down $176, $100, $98. And then you have a lot of them that are not too bad. Caterpillar only down 34 cents, AT&T down less than $2, Costco, Microsoft. All these names there, even some of these that's down here, SoFi, Palantir, GameStop, $20 losses. Nothing big, nothing significant. But the ultimate idea is that unless I have $950 built up to invest, you know, into the market, then I am going to not be adding any more names, any more companies to this list. I'm not going to be buying any more stock of the ones I sold out of already, because it's just not possible for me to. The whole point of the strategy is to be able to hit my profit targets, obviously eventually build big positions. And if I'm constantly selling out of my most profitable position, then sometimes it's going to be, or even most of the time, I'm going to be buying a stock for $9. Maybe I might get $27 in there, and then I'll be selling it basically a day later, 2 seconds later, just because it's up 13 cents. And that's just absolutely insane. It's ridiculous. It needs to be adjusted. And you know what I'll say is, when I started making these videos, I named it after the Mayweather. I called it the Mayweather method, after Floyd Mayweather. And the thing with Floyd is, he didn't win every round. He didn't win every fight by knockout. But what he did do better than anybody I've ever seen is adjust in the middle of the fight. He made the best in-fight adjustments I've ever seen. Sometimes he go into the fight thinking something was going to work. It doesn't work, and then he pivot. He do something else, and then by the end of the fight, he won. And that's exactly the mindset I'm trying to take into, this strategy, what I'm doing here. I came in it thinking, if I just keep buying and buying, I sell my best position, it should work out. But now I'm realizing after a week of, doing this, you know what? That's not going to work. I have to switch it up. I have to do something else. And so that's why now I've just explained $950 is going to be roughly about 15% of whatever my total capital is at that moment in time. So if, a couple weeks from now it's 7,000, and obviously the capital I need to add more names um once I run out of capital basically is going to be adjusted according to whatever that number is. So, it's not all doom and gloom. Carvana right now, I have $325 invested. I'm only down 7%. That could easily change in the span of a week or two. So it's not like I'm gonna be waiting forever just to get back to that, 950 mark. But yeah, up $44.31 on the day, down $330 for the week, down $762 on the month. That's 8.5%. It's been a rough month for the market, just for everybody in general. I'm sure that a lot of people's portfolios are feeling it right now, just because I mean, it's not a lot of stocks that aren't being hit fairly hard. Pretty much, really tech sector is really being crushed and squeezed right now. Not exactly every single stock. Apple is doing too bad right now, but for the most part, yes, the entire market is just not doing too hot right now. So I expected this, like I said in previous videos. I knew that it was going to be coming. I don't know when it was going to be, today or tomorrow or next week or next month. But I knew eventually it was going to happen. The market was going to reverse. And, I just expected it. So I had a plan. Now I'm adjusting. I'm pivoting. And so we're going to see how it work out. Hopefully I'll be able to post more consistently. You guys be able to see how the portfolio is doing day to day, and not just seeing the end result finished product. But other than that, that's all I have pretty much for this video. Drop a like if you like the video. Appreciate you from sticking around. Drop a comment if you have anything on your mind. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.